Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Gabe Dowd, and joining me are my two lovely co-hosts, the man to my right. You know him, you love him. His name is Big Wop, a.k.a. Crockpot, a.k.a. Nick Walters.
Yes,
and the man to my left, the man that will watch his team in the Super Bowl, the man leaving last weekend, happy as could be, Dami Salami, a.k.a. Dom Capuano. How are we feeling? Dom, I need to hear from you first. You were the man on top. Congratulations.
Go Hawks.
That's all you got to say is go Hawks?
Go Hawks.
I'm absolute dominant when I was in a domination, but it was a damn good game. An offensive...
Tariq Woolen, you need to be benched.
An offensive masterclass by Clint Kubiak and Sam Darnold and JSN and K9 and Rashid Shaheed.
They said he couldn't do it. They said he couldn't
Everyone
do it.
but one man, Anthony goddamn Bradford.
Go.
That's it right there, the deep breath. Every time you know there's a flag, you're waiting for the number 75 to be the result.
Anybody just watch any sort of highlight of that game.
There's
just
no
watch
highlights.
Anthony Bradford the entire
the game.
time. And it's sad. Like, you'll see the whole offensive line surge, and then Anthony Bradford will be 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage
that's
just watching.
every bit of his tape is a low light.
Literally.
Yeah.
He'll maybe have one good block if he doesn't miss it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's an if.
Maybe one good block.
And by good block, Dom means he finally made contact with the opposing man.
Yeah, and his sheer girth just stopped the guy from moving.
Well, you heard it here first. If you couldn't tell, the stage has been set. Super Bowl 60 has been decided. The two teams going in will be the New England Patriots of the AFC and the Seattle Seahawks of the NFC. We are getting a rematch of what, 2016? Yeah. The question remaining, will this game end on an INT, be remembered forever?
14.
Or will it end in a Seattle
2014.
2014. Or, yeah, 16 was us, and then the 28-3 comeback was the following year, technically 16. Anyways.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was 14.
Was it 14?
It was Super Bowl 48, no?
49.
49?
These people don't know ball, dude.
Dude, stop.
I'm the only ball knower on the set.
Yeah, there's some people opposing to that opinion. That
some people don't. You know what?
Remember when I told you what the customer said to me? I told him.
Customer, whatever your name is,
Actually,
come at me.
Nick,
Test me.
It was 2015.
He said that. No, yeah, 15 technically, yeah, if you want to get
The game was played in 2015, but it was
but
the
it was
2014
season.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's what I said. That's
we'll call
legit
it
what I said.
regardless of the pure domination that I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to serve New England, I do want to tell you, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the Super
sign?
Bowl thing behind you. Yeah, so 2016 was the Patriots and the Falcons. That's what I'm thinking
And then
of.
15-16 was the Broncos and the Panthers.
Yes.
14-15 was Seattle Patriots. But more importantly, these next 2 weeks, regardless of the ass kicking that the Patriots are most likely going to receive at Super Bowl 60, I do want to tell you, are you prepared for the interception line to come at you for the next 2 weeks?
I've seen it about 15 times on Instagram Reels.
The only thing that comes with this matchup is that you're going to hear about this until the day the game starts.
Yeah. And I really just hope Seattle takes it to them, shows them what it's like to be a real team.
I want to see a side of you that or at least I had for the weeks leading up to the AFC Championship game. I want you to talk your shit. Fuck Patriot fans.
I don't talk shit.
Quit saying
I'm
I
humble.
wish and humble don't get you places.
Humble.
Humble don't make money.
Well.
Humble don't make
Humble
money.
doesn't. Yeah.
Humble
Humble
got me
don't
as-
do well on
Humble
podcasts.
got me as far as I am right now.
Yeah, Humble got you kicked off the mountain in 2014. You want to get kicked off again?
No.
Go Hawks.
The Hawks are the
And
reason we had
Sammy
to
D,
watch
we
Brady
trust.
jump like a little kid at Disney on the sidelines.
And Sammy D, we trust.
I'm trusting him. I am right now. In fact, I'm talking more shit for them than I think you are. Put my last $5 in Kalshi on the Seahawks to take the victory of Super Bowl 60 to win $7. Tell me that ain't a bet of the week. Let's do it, boys.
Bet of next week anyway.
Well, I'm doing my bet this week because I won't be here next week, and we're not doing pick'ems until next week, so you guys are going to be filling in for me. How does that sound? Sounds like a plan, don't it?
It's gonna
Well,
have to
for
be the plan.
episode
Doesn't matter what I
65,
want.
since I won't be here for 66, for episode 65, we're going to be giving our conference championship reactions, leading headline news as there is a lot to cover. We've also going to be giving you a Super Bowl games keep 3, cut 5, switch it up a little bit. I want to stick to a theme here if you can't tell. And we've also got some Super Bowl preview questions ahead of the big game. And always, as usual, our Tuesday discussions and debates with the boys. Are we ready?
Absolutely.
Without further ado, Dom, kick us off.
Starting our news off with a big one. The Atlanta Falcons are hiring former Browns offensive coordinator Tommy.
Offensive.
No better
Off
way.
to a good start.
What did I say?
Offensive or
Offensive.
Start fresh. Dom, kick us off.
Okay. Starting big, a big one. The Atlanta Falcons are hiring former Browns offensive.
OC, just say OC. Start over.
Former Browns OC Tommy Reese is their new offensive.
Browns are hiring former Browns offensive coordinator Tommy Rees to be the new OC in Atlanta. Kevin Stefanski's bringing his boy back home. I'm sorry this guy can't pronounce the word offensive. I don't think that the show is where he should be tonight. I think you need to be back in the classroom studying or reading some literature.
I'm excited.
Clearly, because I think you'd read some literature. Now, let me ask you a question. You were the one guy who opposed the hiring of Kevin Stefanski. Are you now on board with him reuniting with his boy, or are you still skeptical?
I don't like Kevin Stefanski. So
That's not the question I asked you.
I'm still skeptical. I was getting to
He
that.
can't talk, period. The title of the show is Turf Talk. Right now, you're just turf. Can you even finish the show?
There's no talking.
I'm just green.
Nick, get to the next. Actually, it's my turn. I'm all over the place now. The Vikings have signed defensive coordinator Brian Flores to a new contract, keeping him in Minnesota and out of head coach conversations and candidates. He will now be removed from the cycle and will remain in Minnesota. What are our thoughts?
I think this is a great signing. And because the one bright spot on the Vikings team this year was the defense.
Yep.
And that's about all they had. So
it's been the bright spot for 2 seasons now, 2 or 3
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
I'm only a little bit sad because I love Brian Flores so much, and I want to see him in a higher spot. I want to see him as head coach again. I think he's got it.
Oh, he's going to do a great job.
I think that
when he gets the
unfortunately in
job.
Miami, the cards just weren't dealt the way he had them to be dealt.
Stephen Ross didn't deal him any cards.
That could
That's
be the
the
case. That
problem.
could be the case. But I do think Brian Flores as a leader of men could be a great head coach in another spot.
Yeah.
100%.
But I'm also happy to see him stay in the purple and gold.
Yeah.
So that's where my thoughts are.
On to our next piece of news. John Harbaugh is already making massive moves with the Giants as they announced they are moving on from Senior Vice President of Football Operations and Strategy, Kevin Abrams, after almost 30 years.
Long time to have a name in a building, and now here comes the head coach who had a lot to say. And this was the big thing in the news was him and Joe Schoen. Could they get on the same page because of the power that John Harbaugh takes when he takes over a team? And here we are watching him take over by getting rid of this big piece.
Yeah.
Do I hate it?
No, not at all.
They haven't been successful.
Exactly.
In
Gotta make a
little
change.
over half of these 30 years, maybe
Yeah.
well, obviously a little less, but a decade we'll
Haven't
say.
been successful since Eli Manning.
And even in the tail end, it was not beautiful.
Yeah.
It was not pretty. So I think for the majority of the last 12 years, they've been terrible, to say the least. I think John Harbaugh is doing what needs to be done. Ripping it out familiar faces, rip the Band-Aid off, start fresh, and build this thing up from ground zero.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it at all, but that's where I'm at.
The Bucks are hiring former Falcons OC Zach Robinson as their next OC.
I like this. I hope this lights a fire under Baker's ass. I hope this gives them the little bit of missing piece that Liam Cohen obviously provided to the team.
Yeah.
I mean, in Atlanta had their ups and downs when he was the OC. So I don't hate this move. I think that this could work. And as Nick always says, you got to throw it at the wall and hopes it sticks. And I think this could be the piece that sticks.
Got to make a change.
Have to. Ravens are hiring former Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter to be their next head coach.
I like this.
At first, I was a little taken back in the sense that the Ravens going the defensive route.
Yeah.
After getting rid of John Harbaugh, a defensive mastermind, you could argue. And now you're going to go to the young defensive route. And hopefully, and I'm going to reiterate this, I did it with the Brian Dable thing, and it worked. They ended up hiring him. I just took someone's piece. But if Jesse Minter goes and gets Lamar Jackson, Cliff Kingsbury as the OC, I love this. Now, I'm not confident in Jesse Minter, but I'm skeptical. I can't lie. I'm a little hesitant
enough, yeah.
to going this route.
Yep.
Thoughts?
So, Jesse Minter, he resembles Mike McDonald very closely in his schemes, his defensive talent, and just how he thinks defensively. Mike McDonald, when he was on the Ravens, had arguably one of the best defenses during
no
his
doubt.
time there. That what secured him a head coaching job in Seattle, and now we see where Seattle's defense is. So for Jesse Minter to come in, if he is similar to Mike McDonald and brings in a view like him, I think he can turn this Ravens defensive unit, especially with the talent they have, into
Not even just the
defense.
defensive side of the ball. Look what Mike McDonald's done for the team as a whole.
absolutely
Completely shifted the
brings
culture
in
and
Clint
the view.
Kubiak,
Yeah.
and then
Who I want to reiterate. Not only did we write him off as he was the former play caller for the Broncos during the Russ era, he also was written off by a majority of the league because he's hopped around and has not worked. It didn't work in New Orleans.
yeah,
Mike McDonald said, "No, we're going to give you another chance and see if you can rebuild this offense to what we want it to be."
and a
look at
familiar
where it's
face
at.
with Sam Darnold.
Now it's not only back
around
in the
San
Super Bowl,
Francisco together.
produce the offensive player of the year. So I do get what you're saying. This could bring a different sense to the team, maybe a defensive-minded guy, but a modern approach to coaching.
Right.
And I think that's the refreshing thing that the Ravens hope.
Yeah, and if you looked at Dre Greenlaw's report that he came out with, well, not report, but press conference,
Yeah.
he said it was very hard going from San Francisco to Denver because of the different, because San Francisco is a fresher coaching,
modern,
and then to go into Sean Payton's old school play style.
And I asked Nick today to reiterate for me, is that a bad thing? And as Nick said, no, it's not.
No, it's
He's
not.
just simply saying that we're getting back to being a workhorse team.
Yeah.
And maybe sometimes that's what needs to happen. Now, you could argue maybe John Harbaugh wasn't as old school as he needed to be. Maybe it was a more laid-back, old-school version. Maybe Jesse Minter has that fine balance of, you guys are going to work, but we're going to do it calculatedly. We're going to do this smart. We're going to driven by data, and we're going to get this going in a way that we're all healthy and playing good football. I mean, they have Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
You have all these pieces. The
have the
defense is
talent.
nasty. I mean, it can be done, but I want to see the rest of the staff before I really formulate my final opinion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I agree.
Moving on, the Cowboys are hiring Eagles secondary coach and pass game coordinator. What's his? I just looked it up. Hold up. Christian Parker.
I was going to say it's Christian Parker. That's
I
my
got
bad.
you.
I was watching radio today as I was doing this. That's my bad.
He is the Cowboys' new defensive coordinator. This
I
could
had
be a
the
decent
name
move.
for you if you didn't. I did have the name for you if you didn't.
Okay.
But no, Christian Parker is a great young defensive mind in this league that for 2 years now has been brought up in DC talks. I'm a little surprised it took that long, but here we are, going to a division rival of all places. I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
I agree.
So,
Next up, the Steelers, after moving on from Mike Tomlin, are hiring Mike McCarthy to be their next head coach.
Aaron Rodgers. What are we doing?
I think the laughter is the reaction you need. I mean, he gave his welcome to the team presser today. It was a little all over the place with emotion, laughter, smile, and while for me, cringe. I don't know how I feel about it.
Cowboys legend Mike
To
McCarthy.
see Mike McCarthy in the black and yellow, I think is weird. And the first sign of this is that when Rodgers gets back from his dark retreat, expect him to come back to play football.
Yeah, he's not. This is his fault. This is all Aaron Rodgers. The Steelers would not do this on their own power.
To fellow
I hope.
Steelers fans,
Fellow?
hold on. It's going to be a
Fellow?
long season. I'm not a fellow, sorry. But
Whoa.
out there, Tom should be saying
Whoa.
that.
Steelers
Tom-
fan
We got
confirmed.
2 Steelers fans on the show.
Tom should be saying fellow, but to Steelers fans out there, hold on. It's about to be a long season. And depending on how long he remains as your coach, it's going to be a long tenure.
Yeah.
So buckle up. It's going to be a ride. I don't
18
know.
years are going to fly by.
I don't know what this ride looks like. I don't even know what opinion to give. Honest to God, like, let's get into football mindset here. Do you think there's upside to this hire at all?
No.
From what they were, no. I can't.
This is such a
can't-
downgrade from Mike
I
Tomlin.
can't
It's not even
say-
funny.
That's the thing. I can't say that Mike McCarthy won't make the offense good, but I can't say that the team overall is going to be better than what Tomlin had it at.
I don't think they're that much worse, but they're definitely not better.
Well, yeah, they're going to be fringe just like the Cowboys.
It's
where they're
going to
not
be
gonna
9
necessarily
and
make
8,
the
10 and
playoff-
7
yeah.
every
No,
year.
instead of 9 and
all
8, it's
over
going to be
again.
8 and 9.
Or they're
The
literally
illusion
going to
of
be like the
choice here.
Cowboys were 2 years ago. They're going to get all these big names. They're going to have a couple big wins a year, but they're never going to make it.
Yep.
And that's what the Steelers have already been without wasting all this money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is going to look like, but we're going to find out. We're going to find
it's
out
going
for
to be
sure.
interesting.
Another interesting move. The Dolphins are promoting current pass game coordinator and former Texans OC Bobby Slowick as their new offensive coordinator.
I like it.
Now, I say interesting because a lot of people were hating on this move, but like Nick just said, I don't hate this. I even offered a few weeks ago during the Patriots-Texans game that I think that D'Amico Ryan should have let Bobby Slowick
should've
stay with the
kept him.
team a little longer.
Let him marinate with these guys.
Yeah, the first year that C.J. Stroud was in the league, fantastic.
Best rookie season ever.
Now, granted, I understand they think, holy shit, he could get better. It could get better. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep
we
him
did
in
the
the
same
building.
thing to Drew Lock with Rich Scangarello.
Rich Scangarello, and now I believe he's in college football or in the UFL, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. But either way, I love this move. I'm glad that he's finally getting his opportunity again. I just wish it was in Houston.
Yeah.
So, Jeff Halfley, look at you making moves a week after I made my comments. I hope
They
it works.
listen to the podcast.
I really hope it works. They all do. They all do. Come on, though. All 32 clubs listen.
Moving on, former Steelers offensive coordinator Arthur Smith is expected to become the next offensive coordinator at Ohio State University, taking his talents to college football.
Bill Belichick 2.0.
Good for him. No, good for him.
Nah,
Good for him.
I think he'll do
No,
well there.
because he's gonna obviously do well with the NIL money and the resources that program's got. Arthur Smith is not a bad.
That
play
was
caller
the
by any
job
means.
Bill O'Brien was supposed to have, right?
Was
Before he
supposed
went to
have,
BC.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
do you blame him taking a head coaching job?
Hell
Not
no.
really.
I would do the same
But
thing.
no, you know what? Arthur Smith, no, whatever anyone wants to say, he was a great play caller in the league. I think he has his upside. He was great with Tennessee. He wasn't half bad in Pittsburgh considering the situations he was dealt. I think Arthur Smith could work. So at the end of the day, I like it.
Arthur Smith is definitely a great
Dude,
coach.
you know who it is. The typo don't matter. Considering this kid couldn't even say offensive, I don't know why he's even hired.
So next up, I'm well aware that it was Jim Harbaugh, but for the reference, just in case John Harbaugh needs to use the restroom in the middle of a game,
Where are you going with this?
you'll get to it.
Okay.
The Giants are hiring Chris Horton as their assistant head coach. Get it? Assistant head coach
So he
and
stepped
special
in.
teams coordinator. just so they have a backup
Irritable
head
bowel
coach.
syndrome
Yeah.
runs in the family.
Exactly,
That's what he's trying
yep.
to say.
Yeah, so in case John
That was
Harbaugh,
wait, time out. That was poor delivery.
well, I don't care.
He's not a comedian.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
If
a
you weren't there
professional.
to help, I was lost.
See, I got you.
You were the guiding
well, Nick
flashlight I
knew.
needed.
Nick
you
knew.
were the guiding flashlight that I needed. Continue.
But in case John Harbaugh needs to use the restroom in the middle of a game, he's got
Yes.
Chris Horton to come in and call some plays.
You said it best. I ain't gonna add any extra news, I guess. I mean,
And
shit.
special teams coordinators and added.
I'm gonna
plus.
let that sit and marinate with however the viewers take it.
Yes.
Listeners, viewers, whoever you are, wherever you are listening to this at. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but we all did it together. It's a team sport. The Giants are also hiring Titans defensive coordinator Leonard Wilson as their new DC, formerly with the Ravens as a DB coach in 2023. Therefore,
So we got the
rebuilding-
Baltimore Giants
Ravens
now.
Took the
2.0,
words right
baby.
out of my mouth, baby. Here we go. And honestly, you know what? I just said
It worked in
This
Baltimore.
worked
If it
well
ain't-
for the.
I just said it. If it ain't
Raiders.
broke, the Raiders can't do anything right. You could get Tom Brady to play for them again, or sorry, play in the league again under the Raiders uniform, and it wouldn't work. Anything in a Raiders uniform
yes.
in Oakland
It
or
does not
Vegas
work.
does not work.
Ask Antonio Brown.
There is a curse there. He's free.
Devontae Adams.
I'm free.
I'm
I sent that video to
That
you
was
guys the other
good.
day.
You low-key just mimicked his voice good. He's been practicing. You did send us the video, so you've definitely been watching it a lot lately.
I've been watching film.
Hey, everyone loves some good film.
Moving on, the Chargers and defensive lineman Tyler Tart have agreed to a 3-year contract extension. Awful. I don't want to face this guy.
So are the
Keep the pieces in
Titans
place.
building a scary team?
Or say that
I
again.
mean the Chargers,
Chargers,
not the
yeah, I
Titans.
was-
Yeah, my favorite.
I'm not scared.
The LA Titans. Are you
Are
sure?
the Chargers building a good team, you're saying? I like the hire
No.
of Mike McDaniel because it scares me, and that means that there's something good there. I think him as a play caller is going to be good. He doesn't have to have any control over the full team, which is good.
Sure.
And Tyler Tart, like I just said, you're keeping a good piece, so keep the defense going. I guess it's the only bright spot of the team.
Nick, I love that neck crack. Thank you.
I got you.
Did you hear it? Because I didn't even
Yes,
hear it.
I did
That
hear
was
it.
his neck?
Yes.
Oh.
Next up, the Giants are the Giants interim.
Oh, Jesus, Tom. Take a deep breath, please.
Let me restart for a minute here. The Giants interim head coach Mike Kafka is joining the Lions in a high-ranking offensive role, whatever
I
that
feel like
means.
I can tell you what this means. John Harbaugh wants someone to fall back on if shit goes awry.
Yeah.
Because when I saw
Well,
this,
nah.
or no,
He's going
sorry,
to the
Lions. Sorry, sorry.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
You said Giants. We keep talking about Giants. Dan Campbell wants something to fall back on if this goes right because
My
they have
favorite
not
Lions head
they have
coach.
not had this offense established yet.
John
No one
Harbaugh.
seems to want to be the OC for this team. Similar
You
to
can't
what
fill Ben Johnson's
similar
shoes.
to what Philly is going through. It
Yeah.
seems like this
Yeah,
role is
I'm
like
all set.
they're like
The
cancerous.
window's
They're
shut.
like no, I don't want that. I don't want that. So I think that Mike Kafka is going to be the fallback if it just doesn't go as planned. Thank you
Yeah.
for correcting me. I don't even know why I said Giants originally, or John Harbaugh originally. But I heard Giants and just kept going with it. But yeah,
I was not locked in.
I'm not locked in at the moment. Dom's speech is kind of all over the place.
It's rubbing off on him.
It's you could say that. The Commanders are finalizing a deal to hire Vikings defensive pass game coordinator and DB's coach Durante Jones as their new defensive coordinator.
Screw it. I think it's a good hire. Worked good for the
Well, I was
Vikings.
gonna say the Vikings defense is the model I'd be taking after right now, so why not?
Yeah.
If he was under the Brian Flores umbrella, he's got some ball
Must be
knowledge.
doing something right.
Let me tell you, he's probably taking some fucking good notes, and he's gonna apply it to this team.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it.
We got some not so surprising news today for
Gabe
most.
Dowd called it a week ago.
The Buffalo Bills have announced they are hiring their former offensive coordinator Joe Brady to be the team's
What
next
do you
head
mean
coach.
they didn't hire Philip Rivers?
Yeah,
Nah.
what?
Yeah, come on, really? Man of 10 kids, he knows how to mentor. Dude, I was watching 98.5 today.
Yeah.
They made the most dirty innuendo joke. I'm sitting in the kitchen making my lunch.
Oh,
and
those radio stations.
I hear from the
get
living
nuts.
room. I hear from the living room. I don't remember who on the show was, but someone goes, "Well, today's the day that Philip Rivers learned how to pull out. He
Oh,
withdrew
yeah,
himself
I heard that,
from the
yep.
head coaching fucking
Brandon
cycle."
Perna said that too on his.
He's allowed to.
episode.
He's
Yeah,
allowed to.
that's his shtick.
But these major sports networks, and Loki, I'm here for it. Break the boundary.
it.
Do what's going good today. And and they asked me in my sports classes in college, who do you follow your methods after? And I said Pat McAfee because he pushes the boundary, prioritizes personality in sports.
Yeah.
Our generation is that.
Right.
That's what makes the money and keeps this business rolling.
Gotta keep people
So,
entertained.
To hear our local
Bingo.
sports radio station that are 50 middle-aged-year-old men making this joke, I was here for it. Because when I heard it, I genuinely laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
To hear that this is the day Philip Rivers learned how to pull out. And I'm like, that was good. I liked that. I enjoyed every little bit of that. So, Joe Brady, I'd say welcome to the Bills, but man, you know that office already. I think they
Yeah,
already
he
knew
sure
it, and
does.
you already knew it.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's A-okay with me.
Well, next up, Brian Dable, Giants legend, is now hired as the Titans OC due to a lack of head coach considerations, which I'm genuinely surprised because I don't think he did that bad.
I think he needs a year off from head coaching anyways. There's a lot of pressure on him, and I think he needs time to just go have some fun and rebuild a good offense and your rapport.
Get his resume
Make
back
your
up.
resume good.
Hell,
again.
he's with Robert Saleh, so.
It's going to be – I like it. Him, Cam Ward, and Saleh.
You called it.
I did. These are back-to-back pieces of news. If you go on our socials, we've been posting the spontaneous clips and the immediate reactions to hirings and news.
I didn't think it was going to be a good idea, but I guess I'll have to see.
I mean, I called it, so there's got to be some good to it. If I thought about it, I mean, I'm not. Look, I root for the Broncos, but I'm also here for entertaining. I want a good product. I want the NFL to have competitive teams. And me and Nick have been very high on Cam Ward, despite what the rest of the world thinks. And I think that him and Dable could be great, honestly. So
100%.
I'm here for it. Yeah. To the Jets, after speaking of Saleh, the Jets are parting ways with offensive coordinator. I'm gonna butcher his last name, Tanner Engstrand. I think I got it. Well,
Sounded
you
good
know,
to me.
I'm gonna tell you this: Aaron Glenn ain't going anywhere, and the offense sucked. So bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a simple math equation. So
Yeah.
See you later, Toots.
Sorry, Hackett.
I'm not. Screw that guy. What is he? He's like some medical PhD. He's got a fucking other career outside of this. I'm okay with it.
Does he really?
Yes, that's the thing that sucks. He's a smart man. Just not with football
Not on
and
the
X's and
football
O's.
field.
Man, he may be able to do a surgery, but he can't do X's and O's to save his life.
Huh. I never knew that.
It's the
about
first
him.
fact they shared about him in that Bronco documentary.
Huh.
I watched it way too many times.
I watched it at least once. Not gonna lie.
Three times in the same day.
You're real for that.
I was excited.
Dedicated.
I was excited.
How could you not be?
I couldn't wait.
You know what excites me?
This. Woo!
The Denver Broncos fired 3 coaches today.
Name them.
Offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi, wide receiver coach Kiri Colbert, and cornerbacks coach Addison Lynch.
3 for 3. And who is getting the next job?
Davis Webb, get ready to learn offensive coordinator, buddy.
You are about to be the play caller of the Denver Broncos. Well, under the radar play caller of the Denver Broncos.
In training.
In writing, in that contract, Sean, the second you win your first Lombardi with the Denver Broncos, being the first head coach to win one with 2 different franchises, that man better be next in line for the head coach job. That better be like a will to your son. That better be your life insurance being dropped down to Davis Webb. I want this man to be the future head coach of the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
The fact that the Bills and the Raiders had 2 meetings with him, the fact that Sean Payton did this in such funny timing, there's something special there, and I think he could be
Sean
the next
doesn't
Kevin
wanna
O'Connell.
lose this guy.
This could be the next Kevin O'Connell or Sean McVay of offenses.
I don't know if Sean Payton wanted to fire Joe Lombardi, but
He
he
did not.
recognizes
He
he
did
doesn't
not.
want to lose Davis Webb.
But you know what that means? How special is Davis Webb?
Exactly. Yep.
I
Sean
mean-
sees something.
Let the Seattle Seahawks be an example of what a West Coast offense can do for a franchise. I want Davis Webb here. I want him to be a
100%.
coach, and I can see the relationship he has with both Jarrett and Bo. He needs to be here because clearly it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They love the guy. So Davis Webb is here to stay. I hope. I hope the next week, even though I'm not here, this guy is here to report in that microphone that Davis Webb is the new offensive coordinator. God forbid we would do it on the show tomorrow or on the Instagram tomorrow.
Yep.
I hope this news comes out in the next 3 days.
Fingers crossed.
I will be so excited. Dom, finish us off with the most controversial news of the day.
So
of the year.
coming out today,
Oh, in January.
We got a long year left.
8-time Super Bowl champion Bill Belichick will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer as he did not receive 40 out of the 50 votes needed for induction eligibility.
Let that sink in for a second.
Yeah.
That is monumental news.
Bill Belichick. Yeah, that Bill
The
Belichick.
greatest coach
Ever.
in football history. The man responsible for the success and dynasty of Brady and the New England Patriots. The defensive mastermind. The most written and talked about coach in all of the NFL will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Nick, I'm going to start with you because it's been on your chest. What do you think about this news?
This is absolutely absurd. There's no justification I can think of. Now, I've been
Deflategate.
seeing... Who's the guy from the Colts that... Shit.
Phillip Rivers.
No.
Coach?
Uh,
Player?
This is that guy from the Colts.
Tony Dungy. Peyton Manning.
No.
Shane
I
Steichen.
think he was the owner. That might not be correct. He wasn't the owner.
Bishop Beanie.
Hit the coach or
Played
something.
for the
I don't know what it
Steelers.
Oh,
was. Petey Bishop.
wait. No.
You flipped his name around. And he's playing right now.
This kid is so old.
Anyway, this guy. He was. I don't know if he
Where
was.
are you going with this?
I don't know if he was a voter for the Hall of Fame or if he was just heavily influencing the people who actually were voting. But I heard that his whole Deflategate, Spygate ridiculousness
Is the reason?
is the reason they're holding him
Yeah, that's
out.
what I've heard too.
So, Bill Polian. I
Okay.
don't know why I couldn't think of that. They're saying an anonymous voter told ESPN that Bill Polian, a member of the Hall Selection Committee, told multiple voters Belichick should, quote, wait a year before being inducted because of Spygate and Deflategate. That's absolutely absurd to me.
That's wild.
No, don't get me wrong. We talk about his cheating things all the time, but you're going to tell me that all of his success and accolades, it's going to be diminished because of that?
Because bullshit. Even if he did both of those things,
Look,
put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't
I'm
care.
going to be the first one to tell you this, and this is coming from a hater. A hater, let me tell you. Bill Belichick is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't care
No
what
question
antics
about
or
it.
drama went down. I don't care that the Patriots for the last 7 years had to suffer through the revenge and consequences of what Bill did for 20 plus years. But that is a Hall of Fame coach.
I don't care if his girlfriend is 50 years younger.
I
than him.
don't care.
I don't care if UNC is the worst team.
I don't care
in
if
the
he had the best
country.
quarterback in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's the
NFL
best
history.
coach.
I don't care
ever.
what terms he ended on with anyone. I don't care if him and his mom didn't end up on good terms. That is a first ballot Hall of Fame coach.
No questions
Can't
asked.
deny it. Can't.
I mean, I'm going to give you a little time to speak on it, but holy shit.
I don't think I can say anything else. I'm
Like,
speechless.
it's
I cannot come up with a justification for this. I really can't.
as Stephen A would say, it's blasphemous. I don't even understand how this is happening. Can we go back in time?
So if he doesn't count as a first ballot Hall of Famer,
What does?
What does?
Truly, I need to know what the criteria is because I'm starting to become
Do you
a little...
need like 9 Super Bowls? or
Adam
10 Super
Vinatieri
Bowls?
didn't make it last year. Best kicker in NFL history.
We already had the huge scandal with Eli Manning. Depending on what side you were on, it doesn't matter. That's another situation. I'm just listing some examples. Are there any other come to mind? I mean, Shannon Sharp's brother Sterling, one of the best receivers
Hines
that
Ward
era.
isn't in the Hall of
Hines
Fame.
Ward's not even in the Hall of Fame, which we had this talk like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
There are so many names we could list of people that have been just robbed, and now this is the cherry on top. This is the icing on the damn cake. I cannot believe that I get to live with the fact that Bill
Kraft
Belichick
isn't in
wasn't
there, is he?
No, and you know
Jerry
they're talking
Jones
about
is.
it. They're talking about it today that Kraft might get in there before him, and that's what's going to burn this even more.
Belichick will throw himself off of a bridge if Kraft makes it in before he does.
Can we start a petition?
Honestly,
Serious, so serious.
Let's do it.
Can
Just
the
like the
USA
Bills trying to bring back their.
Look,
head
I know
coach.
we got other things in this world to worry about, but can the USA come together to create a petition for Bill Belichick to be a first ballot?
Genuinely, like
It's
That-
10 votes we
That's
missed.
the biggest problem. We have.
I can get all the U.S. population to get on this board. You have 2 Bronco fans and a Seahawks fan arguing for Bill.
we
to
just
be-
lost to the Patriots.
And I'm playing the Patriots next week.
End of discussion. Bill
weeks.
Bellchick's the first ballot Hall of Famer of the NFL,
No
and all these
questions
voters
asked.
don't deserve
No
to have their
questions
jobs
asked.
anymore.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's appalling.
Absolutely
It's appalling.
absurd.
All right, Tuesday discussions and debates. I guess that should have been a debate because holy
There's
hell.
no debate to be had.
There is no debate to be had. You're right. So never mind. We're doing the right thing. Number 1. Is the NFL heading back into a defensive league with the emergence of defensive-minded head coaches being hired?
I hope so.
We got Jeff Hafley, Jesse Minter, Mike McDonald, Mike Vrabel. I mean, the list goes on. We have a lot of prominent head coaches in the league that are defensive-minded.
If this fixes the flow of where the league is going, I'm 100% for it. And where the league is going right now is offense because that brings in
Produces money.
Exactly. And they're making it so impossible for defenses to play at the elite level that they used to that we're just going to eventually see all the capital go into offenses because defense isn't going to matter because it's going to be impossible anyways when you're going to start on the 50-yard line. Like,
I
come
think
on.
without the few outliers that we had in this playoff bracket, all of which being the Seahawks games, I think you can say, look at the flow of this year's playoffs. We had a lot of defensive performances. The Broncos' entire season was founded off of a dominant defense.
Yeah.
The Chargers defense, the Patriots
The
defense,
Houston
the Texans
Texans.
defense, Seattle's
defense, despite the onslaught of scoring, but you know that comes down to the defense shutting out the other team and giving the offense that many opportunities. So I might say maybe now is not the time to say yes, but then the next 5, maybe the league is turning heads.
Don't believe anything will change until the referees change.
Ooh, that's a different point of view.
If you can hire all the defensive players and coaches you want, if the league keeps finding these hip drop tackles and
Yeah.
these hard hits that are.
Mind you, there aren't even flags in the game. They go back.
Yeah,
and
they go back
review
and find
footage
the
and pick and
Don't
choose.
even get me
yeah.
started on that.
If you keep calling that and assuming the calls keep getting worse as they have been year after year after year, taking stuff like the Pro Bowl away, nothing's going to change. It doesn't matter who you hire. It doesn't matter what player.
Well,
If-
when the guy's scared
if-
to hit another player, then
If Ray Lewis came out of retirement today,
He'd be screwed.
he would
He'd
be
be
looked
behind
at like
bars.
Vontez Perfect.
he would be broke. He would get fined so much he wouldn't have
He would
any
be
money.
Vontez Perfect.
The league would probably remove him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's-
it's an interesting,
I
place to look.
hope we get back to
Because
where we
I
were.
remember for the last 7 years at least of going on any sports talk show and hearing that any coach with a head coach vacancy, you need to go get an offensive-minded coach. The narrative has always been go get a Sean McVay, want to be some similarity, stuff like that. And now we're watching teams go the complete opposite route. And I think the Seahawks and, you could argue the Commanders too were the first two successful teams in recent years to go the defensive route and solidify a team and still have a massive offense. So
You know where I think things started to shift? Week 1 of 2016-17 season, us versus the Panthers, Super Bowl 50 rematch, right after Super Bowl 50, when our defense hounded Cam Newton, got him helmet to helmet, right in the head multiple times. I think right then when Cam complained about that, the league shifted.
what's interesting is before we got Sean Payton, any offensive-minded coaches, you were actually one of the fans that were like, go get the defensive guy because they established culture.
I
and
loved
an
Vic
attitude.
Fangio, Vince Joseph,
So
all that when we hired them.
now that we've established where Nick stands as Dom, I ask you, do you want more defensive-led teams? At least defensive-minded head coaches in general. Do you see a benefit rather than an
As
offensive
someone who
coach?
has one.
Yeah.
Well, it depends if I want to go against better teams or not.
No. But I'm saying, do you think that teams are better off maybe going with a defensive-led coach rather than
Absolutely,
offense? Or
because
there's more upside to it.
what's the first offensive-minded coach that comes to mind when you think of an offensive-minded coach is Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
And why is he able to have so much success? Well, is it the schemes? Absolutely. It's also the fact that he has front-running MVP Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua on the same team. Mind you, Devontae Adams as well.
We're not even talking about
And-
Kyron Williams, the offensive
Yes,
line.
and by far one of the best O-lines
What he
in
did
the
before
league.
any of them got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that in itself is scary to think about, but when you think about a solid defense, it's, as Nick said, it just develops a culture. It's like a team that just has
It's easier to rally behind a good defense than a good offense.
exactly. And for
It lights you up.
Yeah.
for the offense to be able to fall back on a defense that has your back and is able to, I can trust my defense to go get me this ball back. It's huge.
You know
Because then
why?
you don't need to convert that fourth down.
I'm glad we've all come to this consensus because this is why. We are now in a league and era of football where your offense is only successful by product of the quarterback you have in place. Whereas if you eliminate that quarterback and you still have all 11 of that unit of the defense that's leading, you have an opportunity to win a football game still. And regardless of the outcome of the Broncos game, that defense proved that no matter what quarterback was playing for that offense, there was still a fight to be had.
Yeah.
and
And that's why I do agree with it now. And I used to be of the mindset, go get a young play caller. But now I see it where if you have a strong-minded, confident defensive coach and they get the right play caller, you don't need an offensive leader.
Yeah.
You need someone who's a mastermind of 11 men, not all 53.
you can see it now in Mike McDonald's offense, but I think we're going to see it more heading into the future is more conservative play calling. Less going for it on fourth down, more field goals and less going for it. I get why they do it now because of the field position difference, and when you get the ball in the 35, you're, 25 yards away from field goal range. You might as well go for it on fourth down and give them the...
So it's funny you say that. Do you want me to get to the next discussion point? Because you
Yes.
basically just got to it. Are teams relying too much on numbers and analytics and ignoring situational football?
At times, yeah.
I think so. Because...
Look at Brandon Staley. That was his whole shtick, and look at where he is now.
Numbers and analytics, which has been the Browns' whole shtick, and that'll lead me into the next debate and discussion. But
look
Dom,
at
finish
look
up.
at Broncos Patriots last week's game. I know you guys are going to defend that
No, I'm
fourth
going to let
down
you have
with
this
your
one.
life.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I know you're going to defend that fourth down with your life, but what Mike McDonald's done this whole year is take field goals where you can get them, and that's why we beat the Colts back in week 15,
When they were
14, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, won that game 18-15 off one field goal.
Yeah, I forgot about that
Yeah.
game.
Now, you take every field goal, and it's a tied game when that blizzard starts. That's a whole different. You got a chance now,
No,
interception or
overtime's in
not.
play.
Exactly, and we see it a lot even with Rams Seahawks. Matthew Stafford's incomplete ball in the end zone turned over on downs.
They went for it on fourth and goal
Yes.
twice in this game.
They could have gotten 2 field goals that would have put them on top at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
and it's this over-the-top play calling going for it on fourth down, which I think teams are going to start to flip because they're thinking too much about the numbers and ignoring just the situation they're in the future, that what they're going to have to do.
And I think this backs Nick's whole narrative for the last couple months is that numbers don't always tell the whole story, regardless of the mathematics behind it or the data-driven analytics.
Exactly.
Just like box scores, maybe analytics don't
Box
tell the whole
scores
story.
include garbage time. And
That's true. That's very true. And so do analytics. Analytics don't just stop when the game,
Yeah.
when the second stringers
Yeah.
come in. Analytics start from kickoff until that clock hits triple zeros.
Yeah, whether there's backups in or not. So,
Now, sticking with the analytics theme, the one team in the NFL that uses it for every piece, including the head coaching cycle, is the Cleveland Browns. However, in this cycle, we have watched 3 coaches pull out of consideration. I believe Mike McDaniel was one of them.
Yep.
And then I don't remember the other 2 names, but there were 3 prominent. Dable was one of them. Probably.
And I think Flores.
Not Flores. There was one. Tommy Reese, I think, was actually one of them. He didn't want to be considered. So here's my question. Their only other option is Jim Schwartz. So because of that being their last option, who is also their current defensive coordinator, should they go the safe route and hire him because everyone's pulling out? Or should they even look
it was
Deion Sanders'
5
way?
head coaches that turned it down.
I know it's a far-fetched
5?
narrative,
Oh my
but
God.
Chris
is it worth
Shula,
talking about?
Grant, I'm going to butcher his last name, Grant Udinsky, Mike McDaniel, Jesse Minter turned it down.
That's what the big
Yeah,
one was.
that's
I
what I was
couldn't remember.
thinking
Yeah, that's one I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. But no, in short, should the Browns look Jim Short's way and play it the safe route because everyone pulling out, or should they look Deion Sanders' way, considering everything that surrounds his franchise with their son?
I'm going to say
his
this
son being
the
quarterback?
nicest way that I can, out of respect for Hall of Famer primetime Deion Sanders. Colorado sucks, all right?
And they
Colorado is not a good program. Maybe they will be someday, but they are not that today. You cannot hire this man because of his name. They're doing the same thing to his son right now.
Yeah.
Steve Belichick will never be a head coach in
son's
the
in the
National
Pro
Football
Bowl.
League. Pete Carroll's son, I don't remember what his name is. He will never be a head coach in the National Football League. And there is a reason, because last names do not mean everything.
Dumb.
I forgot what I was going to say, Nick. You said that good. But
He said you worded that beautifully, yeah.
Yeah, you did that really good. But God, what was I going to say? Oh. Deion Sanders in Colorado retired Shador Sanders' number. I don't think we need him anywhere close to the
that's
Browns.
Pro Bowler Shador Sanders.
Oh, my
to you.
bad. Over Trevor Lawrence.
Over Trevor Lawrence.
Shador Sanders over Trevor Lawrence. You're here first. Mind you, Trevor Lawrence had
So
like...
okay, so like I said, because of their analytics not playing to their favor of all the other coaches they wanted, do they stay the safe route and go get Jim Schwartz?
think
I
they
feel like you have to.
Yeah,
You
no
have
other
no other
choice.
option.
You have no choice, and I
Deion, I don't even think he would take the job, first of
I
all.
couldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't.
No, there's no reason
I don't
to.
think he even likes his own son being in that predicament. Why would he
No.
want to be in that?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I don't think he would want to do that to his son either.
I mean, Kevin Stefanski, I think, was their best shot. I mean, at one point in time, they were in the playoffs. I think that's the closest you're going to get.
if he
Two-time
does
Coach
get,
of the Year.
Yeah, if Deion does get hired to the Browns and it doesn't work out, I think it just completely shadows like everything he's done in his career. It's just gonna be like,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
You're flushing your career down the
exactly,
toilet.
yeah.
Well, Dom, you already kind of touched on this, but I will ask it again. Should Sean Payton have just kicked the field goal on 4th and 1, or is hindsight 20/20 and it's easy to judge the knowing
He should have kicked a
result?
field goal. I said it right there, and that's why I love Mike McDonald.
here's the
because
beautiful-
he takes points where he can get them.
And that's not. I'm not saying you're wrong, but here's the beautiful side of debate. Nick, you have the opposing side. Go for it.
You're in the AFC Championship with a backup quarterback. Granted,
Every
you
right
could,
to kick the field goal and not try to go for it with a backup quarterback.
Here's my argument for you. I feel like you need to get a touchdown there, because a touchdown would have won that game. Plus, I don't think when we didn't convert that, I don't believe the Patriots scored on that drive anyway, so it didn't matter.
Which is why I advocate.
Second
you
of
go
all,
for it.
we had another opportunity to tie it. I might have been right before half, and Will Lutz missed it.
Mhm.
So you can't say that play was the reason we lost when Will Lutz kicked a
Oh,
field
no,
goal
no,
and
no,
didn't
no.
make it.
I'm not saying that's the reason you
No, but like,
you lost, but it's
and all right, let's say we did kick it and we made it, right? And the rest
Yeah.
of the game stayed the same. I don't have faith that our offense would have scored at any other point in the game, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
not
Even if we
like
went
the
to
Patriots
OT,
offense could do anything.
They did more than we did.
80
Even if-
yards.
86
even-
yards total.
Even if we
Or
went
passing.
to overtime, I don't think we would have won.
So this right there is the part of you saying that you don't trust your defense.
I don't trust our offense to score again.
No. You don't trust your defense to hold the Patriots in time for your offense or get a turnover when they need it most.
They didn't. So yeah, I
They
guess.
held Drake May to 86 yards. Now, did the weather take effect? Yeah, absolutely.
Sure,
It was
absolutely.
a blizzard. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, him and Ramondre both fell in the same play.
Yeah. Yeah, they both tripped in the same spot.
Ramondre was supposed to get the ball. Drake didn't know what to do. He
Drake
started
looked-
running for him.
Drake looked down at him.
Fell.
It was almost like a comedic cartoon. He looked down and was like, "Shit,
like,
you're
oh,
supposed to
shit.
be. You're supposed to be the star of the play."
Dude, where are you? What do I
But-
do now?
No, he literally looked down and was like, "Wait,
Oh my gosh.
what do we do from this point? We haven't rehearsed this before.
Oh shit!
We didn't practice this last week.
This wasn't in the playbook.
This was not part of the routine." All right,
But,
so
yeah.
obviously there's differing views.
Yeah,
I mean,
there-
hindsight's always
there's
important.
we can go in circles all
You
day.
can,
What
you
if?
can.
What if? What if?
I
What
mean,
if?
I listened on TV today, them going 8 hours of this specific play and only this play, and I don't
Yeah.
even think this play is 5% of the game as a whole. Honestly, I know it's a big call. I do. But I ride or die on the fact that you had to go for it, and I think there was a lot more game-changing plays, like the backwards pass, like the pick, like the call, the terrible screen call.
Yeah, that
there were
backwards
other plays that I think had more of an impact than this given play, but you know,
It's also the effect
Dom's
of
argument is also half the nation, so I
it's
see it.
The
but
impact of
I
having.
don't agree with it.
It's because if we had converted it, everybody would be saying Sean Payton is
Is a
a
mastermind.
mastermind. He's the
Yeah.
genius of
Yeah.
football.
Well, it's a fourth
This
and
conversation
one.
would be very different. And if he made it, shit, it's probably
It doesn't
the Seahawks
matter.
or
You guys
Broncos.
should have just pushed it up the middle, not like they were gonna check.
So
the
I
cameras
guess that's where
anyways.
we
we'll
have
get into
nobody to
this.
push, and Jarrett Stidham doesn't have strong enough legs for that.
He already was limping after his first rush when he slid. But I think it's safe to say that the call might have been that, but prior to the timeout. But the play clock didn't play in our favor.
Flavor.
Sorry, it played the whole game wasn't my flavor. Didn't pan out to our favor, and Sean second guessed himself, and he admitted that, and that's not good. But you know what? You're human; it happens. He admitted that and switched the call. Why was that the call? I don't know. I really don't. You know, hand it off.
Yeah.
At least I say you took the easy route in football. And
At
did
least
what
they
any
weren't
other
on the
coach
goal
would've done.
line. They weren't on the goal line.
I really wish we were on the goal line because then the Patriots would have been even further back. We could have gotten a safety.
Yeah.
So there's so many different ways we could go, and that's why I could go back on this for hours. But to keep this moving, I'm going to ask you guys a little bit of a loaded question. Who has had the best head coaching hire in this year's cycle?
Ben Johnson, easily.
No.
No.
Right now.
Oh, like
I gotta go
literally
with the
already
Giants.
hired.
I have to go with the Giants.
Ooh, Dom, please tell me you got one brewing. I know you're always different. That was Dom's
Thanks.
voice, folks.
Thanks. I'm happy you think that of me. It's got to be a head coach hire. I'm trying everything not to say the Giants.
Saleh was low-key
I don't
good
like.
hire.
I didn't like that one
You
though.
didn't, yeah.
I didn't like that.
Dom
one.
didn't like that or Stefanski.
Well, you don't have that many options,
I
bro.
know. That's
got,
why.
You got Minter,
You got Joe
Harbaugh,
Brady, Jeff
Stefanski.
Hafley, and Jesse Minter.
I mean, if
You can go
Listen,
Giants. No one's different.
I'm gonna go Giants, but for the sake of being different, my second favorite would be Jesse Minter, and
You do love
because
it.
of the
You
defensive
do love
style,
it.
like
Yeah.
McDonald.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, there's no doubt. Harbaugh's got a whole.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a rally in New York.
yeah,
The Big Apple is getting ready. And prime
they're gonna be scary.
I hope.
I sure hope so.
With all the hype, you don't want this to be
I
Aaron Rodgers
hope.
and the Jets
Yep.
restart. You just first game runs out the flag and done. That's not what we need the Giants
tears
to
his
be.
ACL in the first play.
I really hope that this doesn't happen for this team because if they get scat
I hope
back,
Jackson
Malik
Dart can
Neighbors
just
and
go
Dart,
off.
this could be lethal.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
defense, God, that defensive
Their
line.
pass rush.
Oh my God. But sticking with another theme of coaches, is elite coaching more valuable than elite quarterback play
Yes.
in today's
Yes.
NFL?
Yes, 110%, without a doubt. In my
Kevin
example,
O'Connell.
Mike McDonald. A
Yeah.
team that was
Fair
supposed to
enough.
be last in the division. A team that brought in Sam
Sean Payton.
Darnold as their starting quarterback.
And he argued that Sam wasn't that guy.
yeah, Nick.
And I feel rightfully so at
Is
the time.
is right now. The stage is yours.
I'll wait for the game.
Okay. All right. Fine. Last. Oh, you got more?
No,
I have
was just
another
gonna
example
ramble.
for you. Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. Sean Payton
He somehow squeezed 8 or 9
turned that
wins out of
man
that.
into a top 10 statistical quarterback.
Statistical.
And then instantly, the second Russ was gone, turned our team into a playoff juggernaut, number 1 seed.
We have made
damn
the
near
first two
going to the
steps of
Super
the
Bowl.
rebuild process. We've made a playoff and we've won a playoff game. Next is the bowl. And as Greenlaw said, he was once a part of a team where the quarterback got hurt, and that following year they made it back
Yeah.
to the Super Bowl. So,
Granted, the result wasn't what they wanted, but
but hey, an appearance is an appearance. I will take the shot at even getting there because once you're there, it's any given
if we
Sunday.
go to
baby.
the Super Bowl next year and lose, I will be sick. I will throw up every day for the rest of my life and cry myself to
And
sleep.
we will find out
Every
next
night.
January into February. Last and final question: Are teams relying too much? Oh, I already asked you that. We're done. I jumped to that earlier when Dom brought up analytics. And I was like, wow, he read my mind. So, without further ado, Nick, take it away. The first game of the championship weekend.
Yeah. So We had an absolute blockbuster heavyweight matchup
Box office.
between the New England Patriots revived dynasty and the Denver Broncos, the new villains of the National Football League, coming in
The AFC
with
Warriors.
superstar proven quarterback Jarrett Stidham. Everybody in Broncos country believed in Jarrett Stidham. We had profile pictures left and right of Jarrett
T-shirts,
Stidham,
towels, posters.
truly believing that Jarrett Stidham was going to get it done. And Jarrett Stidham got it done. 17 for 31, 133 yards, a touchdown, a pick, 4 rushes, 23 yards.
And by got it done, he means the season's not
I mean,
done.
yeah, we're
And a
done.
fumble.
He's
The-
done.
the season's
his,
done.
his job is over. That's
He's
it.
out of Denver,
You know,
honestly.
he's in Cancun.
I think he's done with Denver, too, after this year. I don't think he gets
I
re-signed.
would say
deal.
starting caliber
I-
quarterback, guys.
The second I saw on drive number 2, deep bomb to Marvin Mims, play right after, touchdown to Cortland Sutton.
Felt all too real.
I really believed in Jarrett Stidham. I believed in Sean Payton. I believed in everybody on this
That was
offense.
the extent of Sean Payton's play
And then
calling.
we did absolutely nothing the entire rest of the game. This was very similar to the wild card loss against
This
Buffalo.
is every Broncos
2
game, I
years
swear
ago.
to God. Sean will
No,
dial
it's
up
not.
the most
No,
diabolical
because you know
first
what?
drive and then do nothing after that.
I have seen so many people.
like the Bills last year.
I have seen so many people on Instagram saying the Broncos offense really didn't look all that much different than usual. And I could not disagree with you more. We couldn't move the ball to save our lives. We couldn't throw. We couldn't run. We couldn't do anything.
I
we
mean,
couldn't
that's
block.
your typical.
We couldn't even block.
That's
Jarrett Stidham
unusual.
had half a second to throw every single play because Quinn Miners apparently forgot how to play football. Ben Powers was blocking his teammate.
Hey, Luke Weinberg had himself a day as his first day back.
It
so-
was, it was like 4 Anthony Bradfords and then Garrett Bowles. Like, I feel so bad for Garrett Bowles. He's the only one doing his job. Mike McGlinchey's ass got a nice feel from the ball going right into it. Jarrett Stidham can't throw to save his life. Cortland Sutton dropped so many passes. I don't even know if you guys can see that.
Listeners,
Dom
he's
got it for
wearing
me for
a
Christmas.
stepbrother's
Yeah, you're
shirt
welcome.
wearing his bow in court.
But this team, let me be brutally honest with you.
Oh boy.
Sean Payton elevates this team to a level I have almost never seen a coach do before because this roster is horrendous. We were without Troy Franklin, without Pat Bryant. Sure. But Cortland Sutton, is he a good player?
Mind
is
you,
he not a good
mind you,
player?
number one defense in the best O-line in the league.
They didn't look like it.
Well,
They did not look like it on Sunday when it mattered most, when the lights get bright and you need to play your absolute best. They shit their pants. Marvin Mims showed up. RJ Harvey showed up, I would argue. Garrett Bowles showed up.
If you have to say, I would argue he probably didn't show up.
Hufunga, Greenlaw, great.
Oh my God, the defense did that. No. Stop. The defense.
I'm sorry, I watched Alex Singleton get burnt in coverage every fucking play.
He is a white middle linebacker with one testicle. What do you want him
I
to do?
couldn't care. Josie
They literally
Jewell-
call him
Josie
single
Jewell
nut.
covered
They
people.
literally call him single nut on the field.
Gabe, I couldn't care less what they call him. What I care about
He
is
has.
wins
I've never
in
heard
the
that
National
one before.
Football League.
It was the big interview before the game.
We allowed Drake May to rush for 65 yards
He
on
had
10 attempts.
86 passing
It
yards.
doesn't matter. It doesn't. Jonah Ellis on that first down. What the hell are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? He couldn't have run slower if he tried. He was basically walking. If he ran a full mile at that pace, that's like a 25-minute pace.
I think that Will
you know, you know.
Campbell going to cut Nick Bonito and Bonito going around him like it was nothing there
That
was for me the
that
highlight
was
of the
absurd.
day.
Will Campbell, you are an absolute fraud.
At least I get to go to bed at night with that replaying
And
my
you know
head
what?
every night for the rest of my life.
I can speak for Gabe on this one. I can definitely speak for myself. We both had Patriots fans in our DMs
Oh God.
bitching and moaning about this and that. And you know what?
Well,
The-
here's your podcast
the-
episode. You wanted to hear me talk? I'm talking.
The number one thing I heard from the people that sent me the DMs was Drake May owns your team. Drake May did this. Drake May did that. Drake May didn't do shit. 10 for 21, 86 yards.
That's your MVP right
That's
there,
your
guys.
MVP. That's your superstar player that
I
really
said this.
got
I
it
said
done.
this to my own family members. How can you hang your hat on the performance that one rush for a first down and a touchdown is what you're gonna be
big
like? Wow, we're going to the Super Bowl. How can you walk up to me and tell me that the dynasty's back, the Patriots are back? No. Mike Vrabel's back. The whole 53
Listen,
is
all
okay.
right, all right.
Listen,
Mike
to-
Vrabel's a
to-
good coach.
To put
That's what I'm saying.
my
He's
Don't be
back,
throwing-
not
yeah,
Drake
okay,
May.
yeah.
Vrabel's back.
Okay.
Vrabel is who deserves this W and this performance.
Stephon
Drake
Diggs.
May didn't do shit. And Cardi B strutting around Minefield, her green hair saying, you didn't do shit. And neither did your goddamn husband.
Stephon Diggs
God,
should
this shit
not
gets
have
me
played in this
angry.
game. Christian Barmore should not have played in
Well,
this
Barmore
game.
was
should both
killing
be
it.
in
so
jail.
Those
it is
are
what it is.
two guys who should not have legally been allowed to play in
Listen,
the
I'll
I'll
put-
National Football League postseason.
I don't think we have the credentials to say that.
I do. I do.
I'll put my
100%.
2
Where's your
cents in.
credentials?
Don't worry about it.
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
Wow, wow.
Oh, when did you get here?
Okay, let me put my 2 cents in real quick. I'm not going to talk too much about this.
No, talk. This is a big episode.
Listen,
Yeah, we only got 2 games, so go to
for
town.
a Patriots offense that is so good, for a Patriots offense that has the MVP quarterback, for a Patriots offense that has the offensive rookie of the year, whatever the hell his name is, Travion Henderson.
Where was he?
Exactly.
Oh,
A offense that's averaged 15 points a game in their playoff debut. 15 points.
wow.
I get it. They were playing the number 1 or 2 Texans defense, then the Chargers. If you're the number 1 offense, you'd be out there like the Rams putting up 30s, 20, over 25 points on Seattle's defense.
Shall I bring it up? Let's do it.
Go for it.
Dom, a little buddy of ours that we know, I won't name drop, but if he's listening, more than welcome. The DMs are always open. Clearly, you found yourself comfortable. I'm going to give you guys the Patriots' defensive totals for all of the playoffs. I was told that this was potentially the best defensive performance in the postseason we have seen yet.
Ahead of the Legion of Boom and the No-Fly Zone
So-
and the 85 Bears.
Let
Yep.
me get to
Versus
it, baby.
Justin Herbert,
Whoa,
a backup quarterback.
Save
And
the-
CJ
and
Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
So two
Save
backup
all this.
quarterbacks.
Save all this after I share the numbers. I was appalled by this argument. So let me start again. This was potentially the best defensive performance we have seen in a postseason yet. Tackles, here are the numbers. Tackles combined, 196. Solo tackles, 109.
Cool.
TFLs, 16. Sacks, 12. Interceptions, 5. Touchdowns, 1. Forced fumbles, 2.
4 of those picks were against CJ Stroud.
Passes deflected, 22. Points allowed, 26. Half of those stats were from the Texans game, you goddamn dumbass!
CJ Stroud.
Shit! I can't make this shit up. This Patriots performance was embarrassing. It was pitiful. Half of these stats came from the Texans game. Do you watch football? And you sit there and text me, you don't want to talk, you do a podcast for a living. Yeah, because I don't want to waste my subject matter on goddamn incompetence. I mean, I can't even, I can't. It actually literally makes me want to blow the fuck up
Does
that
it?
there are people out there who think this way. Call me disrespectful, call me whatever you want, call me a biased Broncos fan.
Okay, so
Congratulations,
hold on.
you're in the Super Bowl.
For-
It wasn't pretty.
For all the people, I'm just going to list you. I know stats don't show everything. Let me just give you the stats. CJ Stroud versus the Patriots in the playoff games. 20 for 47, 212 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 picks, and 3 sacks. He had a 28 passer rating. Is this because is this because the Patriots defense is so good, or just because he's ass? We've seen it the whole season. He's been
Chargers
in question
were
since his rookie
embarrassing.
year. Justin Herbert can't win a playoff game to save his life.
He had a
This
cast,
is
a
his third in
Band-Aid,
a row.
a knee brace. I mean, that guy was
The
wrapped up in
second
bubble
he
wrap.
hits the field, he just
Plus, he
forgets.
sucks.
He just forgets what to do.
Plus, Jarrett Stidham might be a contender for the worst quarterback. I'd rather have Kendall Hinton.
Okay, don't go that far.
If you know, you know.
Here's the you're obviously joking. Here's the
No.
other argument that I was given. That Drake May is single-handedly the reason for their success. But then your other argument is that it's the best defensive performance. So which is it? Because I think that I'm going to say this. If we're going to give Drake May his flowers, which I'm willing to because he had a good
Not
season.
in this game.
But here's the thing. Drake May was good in the regular season. This postseason was disgusting.
He's
was
legit
ugly.
Justin Herbert. He's Justin Herbert, just on a different team.
He's young.
Listen, I'm not going to say the Patriots are bad in any way.
No, they obviously
are
are
a
good
very
enough to
good
get to this
football
point,
team.
but-
their defense is legit. They have a very good
They have
run
that
defense.
coach of the year.
Yeah. No
Exactly.
doubt
exactly.
The team's
There's no
good.
doubt there's not talent there. But Drake May is not the MVP quarterback, not even close.
Nor is it the best
Their
defense.
not even close. They've played 3 of the weaker. The Broncos didn't have their first string running back and their first string quarterback. Okay, your
2
defense
receivers out.
should play good. Justin Herbert is Justin Herbert, and CJ Stroud is CJ Stroud. So at the end of the day, you are
Not to mention, no Nico Collins for the Texans.
That's true, and no whatever Tank Dell's obviously that's
He didn't
a
play the whole
given,
year.
but and their running back
Joe Mixon.
Joe
Joe
Mixon.
Mixon never suited up.
So
They still made the playoffs.
yeah, and
Nico Ryan's his hand.
that's because of their defense because they had the number 1 defense statistically in the league.
Yep.
Here's the part that hurts me the most. I say good game. GG's to every Patriots
Yeah,
fan
they
out
just
there.
shit
Good
talk.
job to the franchise itself. You're in the Super Bowl. I can't take that from you. You will forever go down in history books and on these signs as the next Super Bowl appearance.
Not on that sign.
But, no, I know, but I'm
Gotta get
saying
the
the future
updated
signs. But when I say that, and the first argument I get is, well, we're in the Super Bowls. You can't say anything else. You're just a mad Broncos fan. No. I'm a viewer of football. I'm the guy who sits here and watches this shit for a living, goes to school for it. I'm telling you, congratulations. But it wasn't pretty. You don't belong there.
Listen, if your MVP
I don't know that
quarterback
you
fumbles
belong
the ball
there.
4 times in a game, then
And with that statement, I know it's loaded, but with that statement, it doesn't mean that this team belongs there, as in the Denver Broncos. I'm simply saying with the performance of what I saw, you can't talk the way you are. And I will let you talk it if you back it up and win Super Bowl 60. But I can't confidently sit here and say that you play like this, you're going to. Because what it's going to take is a lot of effort from your quarterback going back to his regular season ways. Stephon Diggs forming back into somewhat half of a number 1 receiver. Kayshon Boutte having the ability to catch on Devon Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen. And Drake May surviving that Seattle pass rush. And he barely could do it
good
against
luck.
Denver's. He barely could do it against Denver's or the Texans. And that was fun to watch.
Or the
Because he couldn't even
Chargers.
hold on. Couldn't even hold on to the ball. But
I
I had to share this.
I
stuff.
do have a question for Patriots fans.
Good thing there's none of us here.
Where were you guys from 2020 to 2024?
That's the other argument. I don't care that you wore a little bit of Patriots beanie, Tom Brady sweatshirt. Well, I watched them back in 2014. No.
Oh, I looked at the scores.
Where
No.
were you from Cam Newton to Bailey Zappi to Mac Jones all the way to the start of a 4-13 Drake May? Because so help me God, I didn't see any of you guys. I walk into a Walmart, a grocery store,
All
a
I
gas
see is
station,
Patriots
a
gear now,
school.
yeah.
I never saw
Granted,
any of that.
We live in the heart of Patriots country.
I never saw
All
any of
I
that.
see
And
is
now
that.
I show up. My own household's got it. My college has it.
Yeah.
The gas station on the street's got Dunkin' Donuts has got it. Where was it all from Cam Newton to Bailey Zappi to Trace McSorley? God, the list keeps going to the 4-13 Drake May.
I can speak for him when he had Geno Smith. He supported this team on this podcast. I supported this team through bullshit
There
for the
are
last decade,
pictures
and he
of
was there
me-
long before me.
There are pictures of me wearing jerseys of men who aren't even in the league anymore that were a part of the Broncos.
He only talked to me in middle school because I wore a Von Miller jersey the year we went 5-11.
Been here since day one. And you know what? It's on record of me saying in our Turf Talk 1-year anniversary video or the Origin video that I think some of my best days were the times where our team sucked more than it did now.
I was still talking shit.
I think my best memories of my happiest days were when I proudly walked into a room ignorant and blissed in my orange and blue. But this red, white, and blue wave was not there.
You people are not real fans.
They're
I'm
not.
sorry.
I'm sorry. It's the truth. The truth hurts.
I'm
If
not.
you don't like
I'm not
it,
sorry. Actually,
If
I'm
it
not
really,
sorry
if
at all.
any of this being said burns you in any way, because clearly when you text
And we're
me on
talking
here,
about you.
Clearly when you text me on here, if you're gonna sit there and say why won't you talk, it burns you, brother. And let me tell you, I smiled at your message and I'm gonna smile here. And it ain't just one of you. There's at least 8 of you. There's at least 8 of you, and that goes out to the rest of the Patriots nation. This is not just isolated on 2 or 3 people, both family, friends, and acquaintances. This goes out to a lot of people. But I'm gonna sit on that, and that's what I got to say. Fortunately, the Broncos lost. We'll see you back next year. We're gonna get ourselves some pieces. Bo Nick's gonna get healthy. We're gonna keep rebuilding. You know, the good thing about the NFL is there's always next season.
Hey, George Payton said we were going to be aggressive this offseason.
And this is unfortunately the one show where it is a never-ending season. Every year, whether I'm here, alive, above the
This is
ground,
the best
or below
reality TV show in the history of the
it.
world.
Whether I'm above this ground or below it, there will be another season.
Yep. The
So-
Denver Broncos will
And
keep
so
on
we
pushing.
wait. It'll be a long offseason, but I'm already excited. I had the Senior Bowl on practices today.
There you go.
I'm already moving on. Let's get this thing going. It's time for this kid to win a championship, unfortunately for
I
us.
sure hope so.
Wish it was us competing with you, but you know what? Go get it, because we couldn't.
Better you than the Patriots.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I didn't even want to bring this up, but you know what? I'm a man of my word. You win, I owe you $100. I'd rather pay you that $100 than watch the Patriots win.
This was already a bet. You don't gotta shake my
No,
hand.
I know,
again.
but I'm just telling you, I'm a man of my word. I'd rather
Yeah, you
watch
better.
you win and me send you that $100 than watch them Patriot fans win. So, without
sure
further
hope
ado,
so.
let's get to the Rams and Seahawks and how they cash themselves a ticket to the Super Bowl.
So Rams v Seahawks. The Rams go to Lumen Field in another third-time divisional matchup between these two heavyweight teams.
The Seahawks went all the way to the playoffs to play against their division
And
again.
boy,
Yeah,
did
literally,
it pay.
literally.
It paid.
Yeah.
going on to the best number one scoring offense versus the number one scoring defense, as Tom Brady said it. What was it? It was the something versus the immovable object. You know what I'm talking about.
Like, toward the
Unstoppable
beginning of
force.
Yeah, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. And let's just say the object was moved.
Or in the Patriots and Broncos, it's the movable object versus the stoppable force.
Or the nuclear bomb versus the crying baby.
Yeah, the coffee.
But we had all the people who said Sam Darnold couldn't do it, all the people who said he couldn't do it in the postseason,
Oh
Nick
my
being one of
God.
them, all the people. He had the fourth best passer rating ever in a conference championship, being 127.8. He went 25 for 36, a 67 point something percent completion percentage,
Granted, this is against a team.
46 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He threw two touchdowns to 6 picks against this team in the regular season.
Yeah, to come out and throw 3 touchdowns, 0 picks,
And
playing absolutely
shit
flawless
his pants
game.
against them last year in the wild card
Yeah,
as a member of the
Badly.
Vikings.
Bad.
Yeah.
It was not pretty.
and for Kenneth Walker to
Go watch
put
the episode. You made it clear.
I let everybody know.
To,
It wasn't even his quarterback yet.
to put the weight on Kenneth Walker's shoulder, where he pulled up 19 rushes for 62
With
yards,
no
a
Sharp.
tutty,
No
and
Sharp.
50 yards through
Yeah.
the air with no Sharp.
One man show.
Absolutely. JSN, the best receiver in the league, hands down. One-handed grab on a no-look pass from Sam Darnold. It doesn't get any better from that. He had 10 catches for 153 yards and 1 touchdown.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they said that was the Seahawks record for the playoffs.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not hear that, but
Yeah.
wow, holy cow.
Yep.
And Rashid Shaheed,
He
what
was
we
all
got
right.
him for.
One play a game,
Over
and then
the
that's all
top,
he
and
needs.
that's
all
Over
he
the
needs.
top
enough.
speed
More
on
than
the
enough.
opening drive. Sam Darnold lofts a ball up the right sideline in a beauty that lands right into
And
But
Gabe
what
and I
hands.
said right there, the game's over.
Yeah, and we did. And what I think what I don't think a lot of people give him credit for is I think that Rashid Shaheed's role isn't necessarily filling the stat sheet. It's more so taking away
Splash
2 defenders
plays,
on
yeah.
a defense.
Exactly.
I think his biggest impact is not when he has the ball in his hands, but more so when he's on the field running a route that takes a safety and a backer out of the equation.
When you have JSN
it's beautiful.
and Rashid Shaheed on the field at the same time, I don't
it's
know what
scary.
the DB should go
The
out
play
first.
design of Clint Kubiak and then bringing him in.
And that's
Genius.
why JSN got
Genius.
wide open. I watched the breakdown of the play, and JSN did not have someone within 10 yards of him. on
And
that.
even when he was covered, they couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
That one-handed catch, which now we
And
know is
the
an
route he
no-looker,
ran
was gorgeous.
You notice he lined up at the running back position. That play was designed to have Kenneth Walker in it. They just put JSN in that spot.
It's called
and allowed him to
versatility, and
play.
that'll win you a championship.
Exactly.
You
And
can play it around the field, man. You're gonna win.
playing against the real MVP of the league, Matthew Stafford, who in himself had a
had a
22
damn
for
good game.
35,
I was gonna say,
374 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Let's go on the record. This man gave Seattle defensive work.
Oh, yeah.
They made them
As
fight.
he did every game.
They
this
very
year.
easily could've won.
Regardless of how this game ended, look at the score. By no means did the Seahawks just were given this win.
Yeah.
No.
The Rams
They had
fought,
to work.
fight and nail to the
Puka
very end.
Nakua was
oh my god!
unbelievable.
I
guy's
feel bad for him on
unstoppable.
the final play. I really do because I don't want anyone to say that's on him. You know what situation?
No,
what
what
else
do you
is he gonna
want
do?
him
There's
to
so
do?
Yeah,
much
he had
momentum.
nothing else he could have done.
No, and the fact that he even caught the ball. I mean, come on.
He caught the ball before that too.
I mean, come on. That guy is one special.
and
talent.
that's where 50 of his yards come from is
Yeah.
literally on that last
Yeah.
drive. So
Yep.
he would have had less than JSN if
Yeah.
it wasn't for the last drive. I'm just a salty Seahawks.
Hey, but at the end of the day, I think it's great that those are the 2 guys in the NFC that we get to talk about every year moving forward as offensive player of the year potentials. You
Yeah,
know, it's
I mean,
awesome.
it's insane that
And we
they're
get
on
to
a rival
watch
team.
these teams play against each other twice a year
Twice
again.
year.
Next
3
year.
times a year,
This
maybe.
is- This is the game, the product that
I
fills.
mean,
seats.
Devontae
Yeah.
Adams turning back the clock.
I feel so bad for
guy's
Tay.
insane.
Can we switch view
Yeah.
for a second? I mean, the tears in the post game presser when the media asked him like, "Way to get back here again and not make it." It's like I understand that it's their job to ask that question, but he went from pissed off answering questions to holy shit, it hit him. Like, yeah, this is what his
He
career.
realizes this
his-
might be it.
His career is the epitome of making it one
might
game
never
away
get back.
and never
Yeah.
getting there, and that is sad. That is sad.
It was also his choice to go to the Raiders
but
and the
I
Jets.
don't want to go unknown. I don't,
So,
He knew what he was getting himself into.
but I don't want it to go unknown. That's loyalty, though. That really
Yeah.
is. But I don't want to go unknown how much of an impact this man has made on every team he's been on, regardless
Absolutely.
of their
Sure.
win-loss record.
sure.
I mean, God, he made Stidham look good on his time in the Raiders with that one pass that he caught. I don't even know how
Dude, the
he caught it.
49ers game?
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm saying.
why we thought
Yeah.
he was going to win.
I mean, and then you go to the time with the Jets. The fact that he even said, "I'm willing to go do that for a year of his career, 2 years of his career," is beyond me. I wouldn't have done it. I would never wear that
Hell
green
no.
and white uniform.
Hell no.
I don't care what they were in the 70s.
Shout out to John Gruden
If Joe
for saying
Namath
no
ain't
to that
suiting up,
job.
that team ain't good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no, Tay is the one I really feel bad for. And I was in the mindset like I feel for Stafford. But you guys said earlier he got his one. It's time for Darnold to go.
And he's about to get an MVP.
And he better win that MVP. You know, and I like that Sean McVay didn't hold back in his presser himself, saying that I respect everyone in the league, but no one deserves it more than Matt. And that's true. The amount that he's been through in his career, both his body physically, his mentally, and now the accolades he's developed.
That guy's the toughest guy.
Hall of Famer.
He is the ideal
Like
model
it or not.
of a great
Or maybe he won't be a Hall of Famer for all we know.
Oh,
Who
God.
the hell knows
I
now?
swear to you, if I don't see Matthew Stafford in the Hall of Fame
Listen,
before the time
if
I die.
Belichick can't make it, nobody can make it. Brady might not make it. Could you imagine?
Deflategate and Tuck Rule screw him too.
He's got to wait a year.
Tuck Rule and Deflategate screw him too. That whole Raiders
Oh my
AFC
God.
championship game will forever go down as the reason why Brady's not a first ballot.
The Tuck Rule.
Oh my God.
And let's just put this game into perspective. Cooper Kupp. If you guys heard the recent reports that came out, the Rams told other teams
They were
not to pay
advising
him.
Not to get him. Yeah.
Not
That's
to
sad.
pay him.
So
And that is
sad.
terrible for a guy who
I get
arguably
it,
won
though.
them a Super Bowl.
Well, I want.
Yeah.
It wasn't labeled correctly. I think through the way they wrote it on social media. What they're getting at is he has put his body through just as much as Stafford, and they want him to be able to walk away from the sport walking.
Yeah.
But is it their place to go advise clubs to
No,
not pay him?
absolutely
No,
not.
absolutely not.
He does
Because
what he
look what he
wants.
just did for the Seahawks.
He just punched a touchdown.
Unfortunately, his role is not
Against his
to
old
be the
team.
number one receiver in the league. But his role still is to contribute as
His
a team
role's been
player
huge. It's been
and open
very
up the
noticeable.
offense.
Very
he opens up the
noticeable.
playbook.
Yeah, the veteran presence of just having him
Without
there
Kupp,
is felt.
I think this team does look a little different.
Absolutely.
The play
100%.
call has been way more laid back. Like it
Absolutely.
Just,
Well, he just adds that veteran. He can see
You have
things.
to
He can
respect
coach
him
his younger
on the
guys.
field.
That's why we
Absolutely.
need Von Miller.
and Vaughn and Nick
Vaughn has been begging to come back
Nick,
since the
today
second
on-
he got
today on
traded.
social media he did. But Nick
Yeah.
Benito is embracing the idea of it.
Yeah.
Now,
Jake Hoop, too.
when you're done with your game, I have one more line before we move on to the next segment.
I have
Go
two
ahead, say
things
it.
about this game I want to say.
That's what I'm
well,
saying. Let's
let's
finish
go
up, and then
next.
I got that point. You just reminded me.
I can't remember what one of them was.
You pulled a game.
We've seen that
You
before.
pulled a game. I did. We walked inside today.
Yeah.
I went to go give a
Yeah,
whole line
that's-
to Nick. We were
that's-
coming in from outside, and I just looked at Nick. I'm like, I don't remember what I was saying. Do you
Damn it.
remember one of them?
I remember one of them.
We'll say that
We'll
one.
say that one.
Because, shit.
Well, quit dwelling on it. Or say the other
Well,
one.
I'm going to forget again.
He just forgot both
Do you want
of
me
them.
to just move on to mine?
No.
Spit it out there.
Damn it.
Damn it.
All right. Long awaited. Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah.
I did say.
Wait. I have the date. Hold on. As of March 21st, Nick was a bona fide hater, but today, on January the 27th,
We'll line up both these clips in order just so you can see before
Yes.
and after, you know.
Sam Darnold, I owe you an apology. I did say a few months ago when he was doing really well in the regular season and Dom was bitching at me that I would only do it if Sam Darnold performed in the playoffs.
boy, did he perform.
No matter what happens 2 weeks from now, Sam Darnold has performed in the playoffs, even if he shits his pants in the Super Bowl.
I sure hope not.
You and me both, dude. You and me both. I can't take it.
You can hear the fear in his voice.
It's just that little doubt. But anyway, Sam Darnold has done more than enough this postseason to make me believe he can do this again and do it again and maybe get another contract with Seattle.
I sure hope so. I
So
love
Sam
him.
Darnold, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't believe in you. You proved me wrong.
There it is. We'll add that with the other clip, and it'll be coming your way. Make sure you save that clip.
I wanted a little more. I wanted a little more, but
What do you want me to say?
Man, talk about his stats, his look, his beard, him holding the trophy,
Yeah, I talked about his look
beautiful
earlier. Do you want me to
ginger
say?
hair.
his smile. I mean, everything about it. I mean, the whole situation.
Sam
just-
Darnold,
I-
you
as much
remind me
as-
of sunshine and rainbows and everything warm and fuzzy. Sam Darnold, you're my favorite player in the NFL.
Get your Darnold jersey. I want him to wear it.
I'm jealous of Sam Darnold. I wish he was
I
my
would be too
quarterback.
right now.
He's so tall and good. He throws the ball a lot.
There it is, folks. He's officially apologized to Darnold, baby. D. Arnold is
D.
now
Arnold,
respected
baby.
in the studio.
Super Bowl
Uh,
60 champion.
God,
I sure hope so.
I
God,
do
I think
for
I'll
you.
cry. I will cry.
If you didn't shed a tear after this past week, then what the hell?
Here's the
Not
storyline
doing
for
the
you.
Super Bowl.
Sam Darnold
Oh,
gets
no.
3/4 of the way through the game.
Nick Walters, insider here.
And then his throwing arm falls off. Falls off
he pulls a
completely
Matthew
off
Stafford,
of his
comes
body.
back into the game and gets the game winning.
Nah. And then Drew Lock comes in. Wins the Seahawks Super Bowl 60.
Horsecock lock solidifies it all.
Of all the players in the Russell Wilson trade, between the draft picks, Shelby Harris, Noah Fant, Russell Wilson, Drew Lock, who would think that Drew Lock would be the one to win a Super Bowl first?
Well, Drew Lock
Draymond
did leave
Jones.
and then came back, which is the funny thing.
Drew Lock is about to win a Super Bowl game.
I think I'm about to cry. That's my dog. I love Drew. I got his plaque on my wall. I'm actually tearing up.
Bro.
Dude, look.
This is over
Holy
backup
shit.
quarterback.
No, because wait, hold on.
Broncos legend.
Hold on,
Drew
hold
Lock.
on.
Broncos
Backtrack. You gotta
legend.
understand. You gotta
Yeah,
understand.
okay.
No, you gotta understand. Ask Nick in all of 8th grade. Hold on, let me get serious
Gabe,
again.
meet Drew Lock every day.
And he ended up being the
do. I
most
still
mid
do.
When we
quarterback.
drafted him,
to
I
ever
thought
play.
Gabe was going to
You
freaking...
I cried. There's a video on my Snapchat. You can't tell me that I'm not the realest Drew Lock. I still to
he,
this day.
he has the jersey upstairs. He's got the plaque. He's
I have
got
his
it
rookie
all.
card. He is going to a Super Bowl before us did, but you know what? It's okay. Because I told you, I told you that guy would win a Super Bowl.
He did say that.
He's about to do it.
This is not how I thought it would happen,
It's
but
about to happen.
you know what?
I think I'm buying a Drew.
He's pulling his eyes out over a goddamn
I'm about to go
backup
get.
quarterback.
I'm wearing my Drew Lock jersey next. I won't be here. Oh, if the Hawks win the Super Bowl, I'm wearing my Drew Lock jersey.
You want me to wear it for you?
I'm wearing it on the show.
I'll wear Russell Wilson one. Nobody will know. It's the same number.
Dude.
I can support the Hawks and the Broncos.
I just
Yeah,
suddenly
there
got
you
so
go.
excited. I just suddenly got so excited. I even forgot what line I wanted to say. No, I remember it now.
Go for it.
Okay. Let me get back into profession. Dude, I'm sorry that hit me like a little ball of emotion there.
Got you.
You know it's
This
real.
is why we do it.
You know it's real. I'm sniffling. Anyways,
you want a tissue?
I do be.
I don't have one.
You got no Kleenex, dude. Where's the nearest jersey? Just give it to
You
me.
got a shirt on.
All right. I said on the episode that Nick was not here present for it because he was down in Florida tanning his cheeks.
Hell yeah.
I said.
My cheeks are tan, baby.
I said that if the Broncos, God forbid, did not make the deep playoff run that I aspired for, wanted, and dreamt of, that it makes all too much sense for it not to all fall into place until Von Miller, my favorite player of all time, comes back to
My
this team.
goat.
And I told you that night after me and you mourned a little bit over this loss.
A little bit.
I told you still to
I'm
this
gonna
day.
fucking kill myself.
I told you mental health awareness is real. If you're in,
true.
I'm serious. Go speak out if you need it. But anyways, no, all jokes here. It all seems a little too real that if Von Miller comes back and we get the
We
right
need to
pieces,
win that man another chip.
that is the way it ends for him, and that is the way the dynasty starts for us.
Storybook.
And I'm serious. I think that's how it's going to
100%.
unfold.
I hope
and I'm
so.
here for it. I really am.
I've been saying for years that we should bring Von Miller
If
back.
my
in this
dog Von, and it didn't make sense then, but it makes too much sense now. And I think you can see in the front office that
I'd
they
argue
know.
it makes the same amount of sense.
You
but
can see that they are starting to see that it needs to
I
happen.
hope to God George Payton opens his eyes. And
If
just
I
finally
get to
does
see
it.
58 one last time in the new uniforms,
I'm buying the new one. I'm buying the old one. I'm buying every
buying
single.
all
you
of
just watch me trip over Drew Lock. I will cry for months if Von Miller comes back and we win him a chip on his way out.
If Drew Lock wins the Super Bowl and Von Miller wins the Super Bowl the year after, Gabe will never watch football again. He'll retire. That'll
I'm
be
done.
it.
I
That'll
got
be
it all.
it. He
Retire on
got
top.
everything he ever
I
wanted.
got it all in life. That is all I have for that. Are we all done with the Seahawks
Yes.
team? All right. The final segment of episode 65, Super Bowl preview questions. Boys, the big game's
The
right
second
around
to
the-
last.
Second to last is there? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I added another segment. All right. Super Bowl's around the corner. Let's stick with this theme. Question 1. Will Drake May return to his regular season form for the Super Bowl?
No.
I think he has to.
Drake
he
May
has to. The lights
is-
are too
They have
bright.
2 weeks to prepare.
The
They better.
second most overrated player in the National Football League. only
First to
behind
first.
Justin Herbert.
Nick's
The
favorite
hate
player, Justin
continues.
Herbert.
The hate
The
continues.
thing is, no one can tell him he's wrong either.
Yeah, Drake May's won more than Justin Herbert has in 6 seasons. He's already won.
Hey, this
a title.
division champs hat, Justin Herbert doesn't have one.
He's already won a division title, a conference title, and unfortunately on his way to a Super Bowl appearance. He's already done more than Drake.
Sorry,
I mean,
Justin.
It's already done. And that's just the truth. All right. Dom, I want you to answer this one. How can the Patriots contain JSN?
It's going to be a lot of JSN on Christian Gonzalez, but Christian
I
Gonzalez
disagree.
is going to pull a Diamador Lenore and
Gonzo
suck ass.
sucks.
I think what's going to happen, or what they
I hope
should
so.
do, is take your second cornerback and Marcus Jones and the safety double up on JSN, rely on Gonzo to cover Cup or Rashid. If I were to eliminate JSN, have him be covered by 2 men, have your best corner cover the second receiver. That's what I would do. Do it
That's
old school.
what a lot of teams
Old school
do.
principle. Because
Now-
it's textbook.
I'm going to bring this up because we forgot to do it in the Broncos game. Christian Gonzalez did not play a good game. He got burnt damn near every play other than that one interception.
And that's the only play that people are talking about.
And granted, it was
And
a
it
good
was a
play.
terrible ball.
It was a good play.
But well, hold on.
It was a terrible ball.
Yeah. It was
But-
terrible because of
That
Jarrett Stidham.
second drive, he was the one covering Marvin Mims. He was the one supposed to be covering Cortland Sutton.
I'm sorry.
What
guys.
happened? Da, 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 da.
PS2's better than Commons. Wow. All right. Question 3. Who is each team's X factor in this year's Super Bowl? Dom?
JSN.
I disagree.
Whoa.
Sam Darnold.
Wow.
I
This
mean,
team only goes as far as Sam Darnold goes.
that is offensively, yes, but
I said it was the team's
If
X
Sam
factor.
Darnold shits his pants and he can't get JSN the ball, then
that is
you know,
true.
there's nothing for him to do.
All right. And who is the Patriots X factor? Nick, go first.
Following that logic, it's got to be
That's
Drake
got to
May.
be Drake May.
All right. Well, there you
So
go.
quarterbacks.
So, sticking with what we said earlier, staying consistent. The team will only go as far as which the quarterback will let them. Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look
All
at
right.
us.
It's true. Very true. We hit a wall without Bo. We get to live forever with the
We
what
hit
ifs.
more than a wall.
We get to live
The
forever.
wall hit us, dude.
we get to live forever with the what if of 2025. All right.
Justin Herbert experience.
Have
What
the
if?
Patriots finally entered their next dynasty, or
No.
did all the pieces
No.
fall into place perfectly for them?
As we've said
The
so many
schedule, the
times,
schedule.
Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud, Jarrett Stidham.
They
end
played
of the
one
discussion.
team over 500 the entire regular season.
Gronk can sit there on Fox and say, this is the start of Dynasty 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever.
Gronk
the
also
fuck.
took the Rams over the Seahawks, so
Gronk
Gronk
does
doesn't
not
know ball.
Wow.
Listen, I love Gronk. He's
This
one
is
of my
great. You have
favorite
his
players of all
jersey.
time. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I love Gronk.
Yeah.
He does not
He
know
shouldn't
how
be a
to
reporter.
analyze the sport. He's when
I
it,
love
when I
Gronk, though.
bro, did you guys see Terry Bradshaw talking?
I wanted to say that Fox Sports is loaded with a lot
Bro,
of.
Terry Bradshaw. They were talking about the Broncos and Patriots game on your halftime show, and he started talking about how great Sam Darnold played in that game. He's like, man, Clint Kubiak just made a great game plan
Yeah,
for
but
Sam
when-
Darnold. They were able to get it done.
But when they corrected him, I felt so bad.
Michael
It was-
Strahan didn't know what to do. He was like, what
Did
the
you not
fuck is
see
this
it?
guy talking
No,
about?
I think I did, but I was just like,
It looked.
I
I,
don't
felt
know.
so bad when they called him because even he just smiled at the camera like.
I don't even know if he knew he fucked up,
No, they told him. They told him right at the end of his little spiel, which is bad timing. You guys always call him out immediately.
as we should.
And no, they let him go. They wasted good TV time.
87-year-old Terry Bradshaw.
like Stephen A.
just
saying
keep it
Charlie
going.
Kirk on live air rather than Christian Kirk. It's just.
We are Christian
But you know what?
Kirk.
We've all said it here. You get into a zone and you say names, and it is what it
You're
is.
shocked. Did you not know that happened?
no, I did know that.
Like, he's
happened.
shocked that you said that just
Yeah.
now.
We are Christian.
Stop! Just there you go. You said
That's
it.
what I said the first time.
Oh, I thought you said you would hear, but I thought he said it.
Yeah.
Moving on. Is the Patriots' success owed to the team's talent or coaching?
Mike Vrabel. What talent? This team went 4-13 back-to-back years.
And the same coaching staff. It's got to be Mike Vrabel. That's the only piece that hasn't changed. Stephon Diggs ain't doing that
Either
much.
Gerard Mayo is literally like
The
a
worst
football,
coach ever.
terrorist, or Mike Vrabel is a fantastic head coach.
You're so quick.
A football terrorist? What outlines a football
Sean
terrorist?
McDermott is jealous, dude.
Gerard Mayo, baby.
What do you have to do to be a football terrorist?
Take a
man?
good roster and tank them.
Where did he go? where did Gerard Mayo go? I haven't heard his name.
Aaron
The
Glenn
hell?
style.
I don't know. Robert Kraft killed him.
Look
took
that
him
up
out
for
back
me.
behind the
Look that
barn.
up for me.
Bro,
God.
fly off the face of the earth.
God, this episode's full of comedic moments. I need to know
That's
where
what
Gerard
we're
Mayo
here
is
for,
at,
dude.
though. We bring you entertainment and football.
Gerard Mayo is not coaching in the NFL after being
Thanks.
tell you
fired.
that.
Thanks.
Yeah, no shit. He's
Reddit-
acting right now.
Reddit's
He
the
plays
fir-
the TSA agent in a Geico commercial.
the Patriots may not have him covered, but Geico sure did.
Geico Insurance, baby.
The Geckos
Oh
got
my
Gerard
God.
covered.
The Geico
Oh my
Gecko.
God. Jesus, there's
God.
no way that this.
This isn't real.
That has to be a fucking meme.
It's on Reddit. You read it on Reddit.
That doesn't mean it's.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably not. And if it is, it's hilarious. You're better off looking up Gerard Mayo commercial to see. Who would have thought this would have been a segment of its
Nope,
own?
it's real.
Oh,
It's absolutely real.
what That was Gerard. I watched that commercial so many times.
Point the screen towards me.
Dude, I never knew that was Gerard. Oh, you. I wish we could like live switch the picture up to the viewers.
I think that's copyright.
Not all of this is copyright, Dom. I put in all the clips and stuff all the time. I never knew that was Gerard Mayo. In a police uniform, man, he doesn't role play well.
Wow.
He doesn't coach well
I've
either.
seen that like a million times
That's
too.
what I'm saying. That's
I'd
what
never
I'm
have guessed that's Gerard Mayo.
All right, final
Well,
question.
There you go.
Which franchise needs this Super Bowl more, the Pats or the Seahawks?
Seahawks.
If you lose to this Patriots team, you can never show your face again. If you're Sam Darnold,
So
if
sorry.
you're Mike McDonald, if you're JSN,
If you're Dominic
you can't.
Capuano.
If you lose to what people think is one of the
He's
worst
getting nervous.
rosters
He's rubbing
ever,
his legs. For those of you who don't know, that when Dom gets nervous, he rubs his legs and chest a lot. And right now, he's starting to.
I 100% think the Seahawks need this more because I think they have a lot shorter.
It's a redemption
window.
arc.
It's a
Will
redemption
Will
arc.
this be their second championship in franchise?
Second
Yep.
Super Bowl victory. What, fourth appearance?
Fourth appearance, second
Yep.
championship
Yeah.
in franchise history. Yeah.
Yeah, you lost to the Steelers and Patriots, beat the Broncos, and
Yeah.
now we're
Yeah.
waiting to see this one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. All right, I'm waiting.
There's no waiting.
There's,
Just
gonna be-
give them the ring.
I'm
Please.
okay with it.
Let's
honestly.
not get anybody hurt. Let's just give the Seahawks the win.
All right, and to close out episode 65, our last segment is Super Bowl. Keep 3, cut 5. I'm going to give you 8 Super Bowl games in history. You are going to tell me keep or cut. Obviously, this is blind. You do not know them ahead of time. Do we understand the rules?
Yes.
We do. And
All right.
this is a team
Oh,
effort.
yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah. I told you, I will always let you know when you're competing for a W.
I got you.
I know how you roll. All right. The first game up, Super Bowl 49, Patriots versus Seahawks, the interception game.
I feel
You got to keep it.
I feel like you have to.
You have to. That game's too iconic. Not just
It
that, but
came
it was
down
a
to the
great
wire.
matchup, too. I mean,
Yep,
that
the whole
catch,
game was close.
Doug Baldwin's
The
catch.
Patriots came back. People forget.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lane had a pick almost right off the bat for the Seahawks.
So Super
Bobby
Bowl
Wagner had one, too.
49 is
Yeah.
a keep. Okay,
Yep.
first keep is taken.
Wow.
Second game,
right off the bat.
Super Bowl 42, Giants versus Patriots. Helmet catch and perfect season denied.
God. Eli Manning owns Tom Brady.
Was the whole game good, though?
What was the final score of that game?
It's like 17-14, I think.
Yeah,
I know ball.
pretty sure.
I don't feel like the whole game was exciting enough. I get the circumstances behind it, but I feel like we have to cut it.
Yeah, if we keep
Taking
it,
the
we're
whole
cutting,
game
yeah.
perspective,
Yeah.
I don't.
There's
yeah.
I think there's better Super Bowls out there than that one.
All right,
Yeah.
we are cutting Super Bowl 42. Next one up, Super Bowl 52, Patriots versus Eagles. Philly special backup quarterback moment.
I feel like that's a keep.
You have to.
That whole
yeah.
game was good. Tom
Yeah,
Brady
I mean,
broke
the
his
Eagles
Super
on their
Bowl
backup
record.
quarterback.
Yeah, Alshon Jeffrey had a great touchdown catch.
Yeah.
We are keeping Super Bowl 52, the Philly special.
This is tough. We're gonna get fucked with
you
something.
are. You are. Super Bowl 55, the Bucks versus the Chiefs.
Nope,
Brady wins
cut,
his
cut,
7th
cut,
No,
ring.
that's
Cut.
COVID year.
It doesn't even matter. That game sucked ass.
Yeah.
Wow, just fuck Brady and his accolades. You're not making the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 44, Saints versus Colts. New Orleans comeback from Hurricane Katrina and the Saints' first franchise title.
Cut.
I'm
Cut.
gonna have to agree.
Yeah.
I'm a Peyton Manning.
It's not
I
that
love it.
memorable, but
Peyton Manning did not lose that Super Bowl. What was that? 40.
The
30-something.
44. Next game up, Super Bowl 48, Seahawks versus Broncos. LOB has arrived.
Next.
Dumb.
I agree. I mean, how can I not agree?
All right.
That game sucked.
Super Bowl
Ball right over Peyton Manning's head.
Super Bowl 33. Broncos versus Falcons. Elway goes back to back and walks off into the sunset.
We have 2 left.
The
Let's
other
let's
one-
try
the
to think of good Super
The
Bowls.
other
that
one's
have
going to be
happened.
the
Super Bowl
Patriots
51.
Falcons.
Yep. You're absolutely correct.
Yep.
Did you write it?
Well, if that one's the next one, I don't have to write anything.
Yeah.
You didn't write Super Bowl 33 for your cut. And your final game,
It's not going to be it.
your keep, Super Bowl 51.
Okay, Tom.
Patriots versus
Okay,
Falcons,
Tom.
I knew that
28-3
one was
comeback. The first ever Super Bowl overtime.
Damn, I think we did pretty damn
This
good.
is a perfect list. If you
Yeah.
You
ask me.
guys nailed it. Now, I gave you
I'm
little
happy with
curves to
that.
see. I really thought Hurricane Katrina, Elway back-to-back would be some soft spot ones,
I want
But you
in
thought
my
about
heart
them.
to put Elway in there.
You thought about
You know what?
them.
Fuck that Saints win. Peyton Manning's the GOAT.
So Hurricane Katrina, you
Fuck Hurricane Katrina.
wow. So in the keep, you guys had Super Bowl 49, the interception. The Patriots win the game. Should Martian have gotten the ball? We will never know. We knew though.
Yeah, he should.
You kept Super Bowl 52, the Philly special Nick Foles backup quarterback moment that will forever go down in iconic history moments for the Super Bowl history. You also kept Super Bowl 51, which had the Patriots versus Falcons in a 28-3 comeback
I was waiting
in the
for it.
first ever Super Bowl overtime.
We really got blessed with like 4 straight awesome Super Bowls.
And you guys cut Super Bowl 42, 55, 44, 48, and 33. Shall Super Bowl 60 go down
this
in
might
history
be the best list
you've
Yeah,
ever done.
we've ever made.
You've ever done.
Good job, Don.
For
Let's
those
break
of
his
you
mic while we're
who
at
didn't
it.
just see, I almost got smacked in the face with my microphone. But
Shaking hands, of course.
well, boys,
course.
that is episode 65. That is our Super Bowl preview because next week these two will be giving you the official Super Bowl preview,
The
Super
first
Bowl
ever.
picks.
Dominic solo episode.
Yeah.
As I will be traveling to San Francisco for the big game to go work for the NFL. Boys, I wish I was with you, but I can't lie. It is obviously a privilege and a dream come true to go take my career as
If
a
I
start.
had the chance to do that,
Hey,
my ass would
Go
be
get
there
a
right
Sam
now.
Darnold signature for me. Go meet my players. Live my dream.
I can't talk. I can't take pictures when I'm in uniform, but on my off day, they said I am more than allowed to photograph everything, but I can talk to every player I escort and work with. So my goal,
That's sick.
as I will also be there for the Pro Bowl games, is to talk to anyone and everyone. Obviously, a lot's going to go undocumented. I am working 4 of the 7 days I'm there, 13-plus hour days. But again, it is a privilege to work for the NFL.
you better tell me
If
every
you
single person
internship-
you meet.
Find a
For the Super Bowl
Broncos
60.
player. Have
I'm
him
going
sign
to.
your arm so you can get it tattooed.
If you find a Seahawks player, get something to bring back to me.
Dude, wait. You're on to something. I
I'm
can
onto
actually
something
get my knee
here.
tattooed like
Yeah.
I want. What'd you say?
If you find a Seahawks player, get something from them.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna. I have.
Steal
Ask
their
for
phone.
something.
I'm bringing the business cards, the stickers. I want to bring a Turf Talk shirt for one of the days.
Bring the business cards.
I am. I'm bringing the stickers too. I wish we had Turf Talk hats because I can wear a hat on my non-work days, and I would wear the Turf Talk hat.
How quick can we get hats?
Not
if you
quick
got a
enough.
hat guy,
It
let
took us
know.
like 3 months
Not
to get
quick enough.
shirts, so
But regardless, the boys are going to keep you guys in schedule. You will have content for next week. The episode will be great as always. I have no doubt in my mind that these two will put on the best Super Bowl preview thus far in Turf Talk history. It is only the second one, but it's got to get better. You guys are way
Give
more.
yourself no credit.
You guys are way more. I wouldn't be able to do without you two. It's a team sport. It's a team sport.
Aw.
It's a team sport. But you guys have come a long way from last year, and I have no doubt in my mind that this year's Super Bowl preview will be the best we've done yet, especially with your team being in it. I can't see how you wouldn't want to put on the best show possible. Picks will be made, reactions will be there, and I'm sure there'll be some fun segments with the boys. I will be in San Francisco, hopefully also filming content for social, so stay out for that. And if anything I can't post, I'll be sending these two, and they will make sure you guys get everything that we can get out entertaining and up to date with the NFL and the Turf Talk podcast. So without further ado, if you want to ever collab or work with the Turf Talk podcast, you can reach us at GabeDowdPodcast@gmail.com. Follow on all socials so you never miss any content, uploads, or updates as we are ramping up the content. Numbers are flying through the roof, and that is all thanks to you guys. And without further ado, join the huddle and join the talk with the Turf Talk podcast.